Hello, I wanted to share experiences after I started meditating. I started meditating from 2013 on and off. Seriously, from 2022 to 2024, I did meditation for 4 hours a day and I did all the meditations, both the column, implant removal protocol, and protocol for removing negative entities. And I regularly meditate after that. After I got few answers I was looking for from Crack the Belief YouTube channel. I'm hoping that this will clear up some confusion for light workers and it will accelerate the growth. Um, so here are some of my experiences. So if you see the star, the light in here, this is where usually light workers are. So they are in the deeper, darker places in on Earth. So for example, this would be, so let's say there is a light worker somewhere on the planet, and surrounding that light worker, in their families, there may be some twin souls. Um, or some twin flames with them, but there will be lots of other negative people trying to coerce, trying to confuse them. So, for example, let's say there is a huge darker entity or the energy that is around right now. Or it was there for a long time and it's being removed slowly. That is lurker. So along with Lurker, there is Palladian King. He was mind tortured and controlled. If you see on Cobra's blogs, you would see that they have the Dracos have tortured him and then they released him. Um, in my work for the planetary work that I do every day, I saw that his mind is actually like a computer. The way the matrix is built up on his mind, and there may be other people, actually there are other people, there are several other people. Their minds are actually trained to hold only three things. One is money, the other one is sex, and the third thing is food. And some most of them are really powerful men, and their minds have been tortured. And there are some reptilian entities. There's some negative, dark Draco reptilian energy, and they have been tortured to the extent that they don't have. It's actually confusing how their minds have changed because the connection to the source has been severed. They actually think that God is bad, and this is based on their experiences and because of um, the way the connection has been severed. So like they can't get to God. They just think that in the whole well or in the whole circle of their thing, they see that bad experiences are happening because of God, because that's how their mind has been trained, or it has been overrun. And they are very powerful beings. Let's say one is from Pleiades, and they used to be really really powerful souls who really care for the environment, who really care for people around them, but they, because of the torture that has gone through on their minds, they can't figure out anything. That's how sad it is. And also there are some chimera, like if you see the people that you work with, they're always their minds are very different. The whole key in here lies in the mind. It's the mind, and also the reptilians and dark agarthans. You can see that, like when you talk to people around you, their minds are very different. Everyone's minds are different and structured in a different way. Um, they are always running for something. Like they're always running and trying to run away. Um, I think there is like a lot of programming or reptilian slave programming. They just want to run away, but they don't know where. It's just the coffee culture and the work culture, and like they just have to have certain impulses with coffee or with um, sex or with something. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't drink coffee. It's just that I'm trying to explain how the mind works so that we can better improve ourselves, so that when we know who are our soul families and who are our people, it's very easy for us to break the ties with the negative people, and slowly slowly we try to build and recreate our self, our with along with the people who truly belong with us for a very long time. And this is one of the reasons why things start to break. Breaking in the sense, I don't mean that people are going to lose money or their jobs or things like that. What I really mean is that when there will be certain times where you would see who are actually going to be with you or who will walk with you for your future, and who will not come or who will act and who are not completely honest with you. Like their relationships with you will not, even though you might have thought that they were your everything or they were your like friends or whether you love them, but they probably didn't have complete honest, um they were not being honest with you, but they were probably being dual minded. They were doing some kind of like um rituals or something behind your back, and you won't know it because they won't tell you. But only when I came into this meditation, I actually started seeing with my intuition, like what they call with eye of Horus, um, was actually several different realities of how people say it. They don't say it in front of you, they won't say it, but they know it and you know it. And you start to slowly move around by gathering your power. When you are in power, it works in a different way because of the way the structure is built. This matrix is built on light beings, because light beings can hold energies that are stronger and dark beings can't hold. They have to feed on other people. Because they have your power, that is why you are being controlled by them. But when you take the power back, they things will start to slowly, like the darkness will come off slowly with all the meditations that we are doing with the flower of life and emerald flame, because they can't enter the etheric, enter the earth's crystal core. But we can, because of the work we have been doing for the benefit of humanity. If you were a light worker and if you have placed your blueprint or the soul blueprint and you have been working, you will understand this. And you will also understand this if you are a dark person, because you have been doing this. So I mean, I don't really see there is any benefit to any dark people seeing this video. I really don't want them to see. I don't really see any benefit to them. So moving on. So here I would like to see the show you how deeply, densely it is programmed. So this, look at the layers. There are usually 11. There's a lot of reptilians, the bisexual. Oh, by the way, reptilians are bisexual. They can have sex with um, men, women, or child. They don't think like they're different species. They don't think like humans. They don't think like, oh, children are good. They don't think like that. Their minds are different. And then there are a lot of them. They're actually slaves that are being controlled by the Dracos, and that's being they're tortured pretty badly. They're tortured very badly. And then there are dark Agarthans. They are very they actually work a lot with Chimera and Lurker and the whole important structure being the Palladian King. He's the crown jewel. When you get to him, it's the matrix starts to disintegrate. So it's the personal evil of the person So you have to like go through it. It could be that you're being attacked by any one of them or all of them. It's going to be bad. So you might have to like really know your power and then try to move away and say no and things like that. Slowly, I mean, it all depends like how bad this is going to be, but I wish you all the best. um so in the past, like you could see Cobra actually wrote that Lurker convinced reptilians and he mixed genes of reptiles and humans, thus spoiling the divine human template. So there are some genetic issues that are showing up in people, like kids have some genetic issues, which I hope they are going to be resolved soon. So if you see these to see the messages of light, so let's say if we get any message or if we are getting some kind of energy, um, it could be, so when you know who is who, or when you actually work with this energy and you stand in light and say that I truly wish the good for me and everyone else involved. At that point, your light starts to increase, and you will start to see more messages that are at the center um, of all these arguments and everything, because lurker, chimera, Palladian king, mind control, they um, the message is very much encoded with lots of arguments and fights, because they try to control the communication that you are getting from the light forces, and they try to interfere with this message. So um, when you are not light, they try to go down a different path based on their arguments. Let's say the Palladian king or the lurker is trying to make two people fight. Let's say in your family you have someone who, if you get into that fight, you won't get to the message. So you will need to be very calm and understand what you're thinking at every moment, and try to be calm and centered, and focus on your breath and focus on your thoughts. And you can think that, you know what, they're going to learn whenever they will learn. And even though you know it, this is for your ascension. So this is you ascending. This is you getting into power, because you can only control yourself. So when you get to the message, then you understand and make progress forwards. So trying to it's all about your mind control and how well you control, how well you know your energy, and how you don't get into any other problems that you are being thrown at. It could be with your coworkers, or it could be with your friends, or it could be with people around you. um, it is being nice sometimes. It is harder, but I think it gets easier as you keep working on this with the energy. I think it keeps getting easier and easier. So at this point, I'd like to say that when if you don't know your light, or if you get into meditation um, fairly, like if you are a early meditator, it's very much possible that you may get energies that are fearful of entities, which I got, and it I was very shaky, and then the fear was very high. But I think holding the light, um, and also the light will help you to overcome this. But you have to uh, keep repeating and keep telling yourself to go to the highest point of light and continue this instead of giving up. So if you give up, um, then they will, based on the thoughts, you will have to they will probably try to make you deal with something, and then they'll show up in your real life, which probably is not a good thing for you, ascension, because you will go into different traps and stuff. So I think holding the light is a good way. So here in this, so let's say the light worker is here at the center, and he doesn't know all these people. There are like all these people around him. at this point the hesitation is high and the negativity is clouded. The fear is very high, and the fear about evil is very high. At this point, I think continuously telling yourself, repeating, and doing some exercises with the mind, and journaling, and also staying more calmer, or listening to music, and working with energy, and cord cutting helps, and doing different strategies of wellness, like walking in the nature, and telling yourself that it's going to go away. And holding light is very important. There will be several situations, because using your light or your energy, if you're a light worker, everyone wants you because of your strongest energies. They want to control the planet with your energy. So let's say they want to make an earthquake, or make someone do like set fires or something. So it's very important for you to stay calm at that point. So here, when you move forward and you clear with your energy, emerald flame works very, very well. And if you start clearing with all the energy, and do cord cutting every day, and make sure you focus on the light, and you don't focus too much on money, because money is tied heavily with your thoughts. I meant that with your thoughts. Um, when you focus on light and work for the benefit of yourself and the humanity and everyone else, your light will actually go stronger, and everything will burn away around you. The emerald flame, or the Saint Germain violet flame, or the white Ferrofan, it'll start burning. So your ascension is going to be faster when you do these meditations every day. Um, Here is the same picture that shows about emerald flame. Like, you can imagine emerald flame around you, and going from the galactic central sun in a circle, in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, and going to the earth crystal core. You can meditate and become one with the emerald flame, and you can also become one um, with the plants, or with the rocks, or you can become one with the water. This is during meditation, and it is going to help you immensely heal. And you can also become one with the earth's crystal core, with the emerald. So because the emerald flame is has a guardian, I believe it's Thoth. He is going to help remove all these things, all the negative energies, and they can't stay with it. It's actually one step ahead. I believe this is a miracle, and it's a huge blessing to humanity to move forward and accelerate at this point. I'm really thankful for this, because it has cleared up a lot of the like the structures of the matrix. So when you start doing this, you become the alchemist, the light being, which is the light worker. He clears the negativity within him, by clearing all the arguments, or all the ritual energy, and all the resentments, all the negativity within himself, within herself. And he still holds compassion. So he becomes light. So he becomes the alchemist, or you can say, like Sri Lakshmi Duggirala Madam has say, you become the emerald. So you become the emerald light, or you become the light. So you become the alchemist. So when there is actually lesson and growth for the meditator here, when you reach certain stage, the lessons repeat. So these may be other people's lessons, and this may be other people's energy, because it's all tied up and it's all connected. So at this point, you become a healer. It may be actually be your path, if you work with energy a lot. When the lurker presence is strong, which is probably leaving, it's going to go soon. But if it is strong, and I don't know how, because we don't hear, if it is strong, people in home who are not spiritual, like your kids or your pets or your family members, they behave negatively under the influence of the negative energy. You consider these tests and then to become compassionate. We are not meant to leave our families, depending on if you understand if they are your soul families, or if they break the relationship, they can't live. If they're dark people, they can't live with you. You will see they start behaving very weird. Um, I really hope the best for everyone here, and we might ascend to become healers to lead them, because there will. I don't think any light worker is sent here to walk alone. They were sent with a group of people becoming islands of light. So it will change depending on who accepts light or who accepts it's going to fall based on the tests and everything. So one thing that I have learned is patience. That has taken like millions of years. This is a very long it took long time to create something this bad. So it's going to take some time to go away while we build ourselves. So what I realized that you walk with the flow when things fall, when you see carefully what how your mind and the situations around you are changing, and then based on that you slowly build yourself, you rebuild, you plan, and then you might have to be at a snail pace sometimes, but I think it's worthwhile. um, the other thing I wanted to say is that since the implants are near eye lobes and below navel, they distort the energy field of humans, especially children. Like when they enter puberty, it confuses them a lot. So in my experience, I saw, because also took some healing courses. The children usually don't believe. Like it's not usually. Lots of children do meditation, but with the lots of people don't believe in meditation. It's not mainstream. It's not taught in schools, and like in some places it's taught, but in North America and other places, people still um, have like coffee culture and stuff. So from when a mother knows this, like usually women are more are better listeners. It's not that men are not better listeners. I think it's like the trauma and the stuff is too much on them. So I think we are going to go in phases. I mean, this is all my understanding. I mean, I'm not a prophecist, but I truly want my experience to benefit so that other light workers can go into quantum leaps. So I believe that if when a mother knows and works with the energy, I have seen that the children can be healed. Even other people around you start behaving um, in a different way, because when you work with love, they start to respond and they build trust, and they start to respond. Even though it takes few years, it's okay to let them take the time that they need instead of pushing them. But when we hold light and work patiently in the best way we can, I think it'll benefit us and the people around us. And if they choose different situations, I don't hope, I mean, have faith when you're walking, and have hope. God doesn't give anything bad to light workers, so have hope, and as needed, universe and light will give you the abilities and tools needed to help others around you. So I think when you hold compassion, things will work. The everything will start responding to you. So I truly hope this helps everyone. Thanks.